Hi, today we are discussing about Spring XML Mybatis project, Mybatis integration. So I want to explain how this project will look like and how you are going to achieve it. So for example, you see simple project, Organizer Criminal Reddy, the project name, and we are going to create a model. Model name is Organizer Criminal Reddy.java, and we need a mapper. Organizer criminal Reddy mapper.java. We need a service class, organizer criminal Reddy service.java, and service IMPL also, and main app.java. And you see we need under resources folder we need 3 XML files, 3 configurations. So one is spring.xml file, another thing is mybatis-config.xml file, and we need a mapper also. Whenever you are using Mybatis configuration, you need to create a corresponding mapper file. So the mapper XML file name is also organizer criminal reddymapper.xml. And since we are using a Maven, it is a pom.xml. You can see that there. So we initially in a pom.xml build file, you can see we are going to have so group ID, com.xml, artifact ID, organizer criminal Reddy, and you are having all the dependencies here: Spring context dependency, Spring JDBC dependency, Mybatis dependency, Mybatis Spring integration dependency, MySQL J, connector J dependencies. We need all these dependencies, and we need a POJO also. So POJO entity in a model name. What is the model name? Organizer criminal Reddy. It is having 2 attributes. One is a private int ID and private string name, and empty constructor, setters and getters. And I told you, whenever we are going to use a Mybatis, you need to create a mapper interface. So the interface name is organizer criminal Reddy mapper. It is returning list of all the list of organizer criminal Reddy. It is the model type, get all method. Okay, and we have a mapper interface for a particular POJO, organizer criminal Reddy, which is having ID and name, and we need to have a mapper XML file. So this mapper XML file is the main responsible for creating all the SQL queries. We will create a hard-coded SQL queries in this mapper XML file. You can see here. So we are going to declare namespace com.example mapper.organizer criminal Reddy mapper, and there is a select query. The ID is get all, and result type. What is the result type here? It is of POJO. What is the POJO name? Organizer criminal Reddy. com.example.model.organizer criminal Reddy, and inside that you need to specify the select query. Select ID name from users. So users is the table. You're going to map the data to POJO. The POJO name is organizer criminal Reddy, and it is under package com.example.model. Okay, so this is a mapper XML, and we need to have mapper interface. We have the mapper interface, mapper XML. POJO is there. Fifth thing is configuration file. It is simple Mybatis config file. We require it just for simplicity. And after that we need to have a Spring configuration file, Spring XML file. Spring XML file, here we specify all the package details, where you need to specify the base package, component scan base package equal to com.example, you can see, and you need to create the bean dependencies. For data source you need to create a bean dependency, ID equal to data source, and you are going to class is dependency, and properties you need to specify the driver details, URL details, user ID, password, and session details also you can specify here. And another bean ID is mapper scanner. What is the mapper? You need to specify the base package. Okay, mapper scanner. So com.example.mapper, under this we have a mapper interface. Okay, we have a mapper XML, right? These things we have under the mapper. So it will scan the mapper example. And the service, what is the service here? Organizer criminal Reddy service, right? We need to give the complete path com.example.service.organizer criminal ready service INPL class. Okay, so we created all the ID and property details, property, base package, mapper classes. You can see we are having all these details here. And service layer also, you need to specify organizer criminal ready service. You need to create an interface which will have a get all method inside it. List of entity type. Entity is organizer criminal ready. It is the POJO. Okay, and you can see implementation here. What is the implementation? Service IMPL implement. You need to implement the service, and you need to auto wire the mapper. What is the mapper here? Organizer criminal ready mapper. Okay, this mapper is having a get all method, right? Go to the organizer criminal ready mapper. Where is this? So here it is an interface. We are going to auto wire it, right? It is having a get all method. You need to override that. Okay, so you need to override that interface, and you are returning that get all method, mapper.get all method. And this mapper, whatever the interface you are creating here, it has to have a corresponding mapper XML file. Whenever you created any interface, mapper interface, it has to have a corresponding mapper XML file in which you specify the select queries. So whenever we are calling get all methods, it will invoke the select query. When you see the select elements, XML elements, it has given ID equal to get all method. So it will retrieve the data, select ID name from users, and this data will be mapped to organized criminal ready model. Okay, all the users are mapped to organized criminal ready mapper. So that is the interface. You are getting it, right? So the point is, whatever the user details that are coming from the user tables, they are going to map for organized criminal ready mapper. That is the main thing here. You need to understand. Okay, now you have overridden this get all method, and all the users are coming through the organized criminal ready mapper because the query is fetching all the details there. And now you see here the main class application context equal to new class path XML application context. You need to pass Spring.xml because you declared all the dependencies, bean IDs, right? So that is what it is. Organizer criminal ready service equal to context.getBean of, you are creating a service object here, and service.getAll of, you are getting all the details for each object, iterating it and printing the data. You are printing the ID and name. So you can see here, and you need to create a users table. Okay, you can see all the details. All the details are there. You can add whatever the user it is. It's not specific users. All the users, they are going to be mapped to organized criminal ready mapper. The mapper is actually converting this data into organized criminal ready POJO. All your details will be mapped to organized criminal ready POJO. Let's say if you are having 1000 records in users table, or 10,000 record, or 1 lakh record, or 10 lakhs records, doesn't matter. Whatever the row that is coming out of the table will be mapped to the organized criminal ready POJO, because we declared that mapper as per the program. The mapper name is organized criminal ready. It will be automatically mapped. You see, you go to the XML file, you see what is happening here. What is the result type? Result type, it is very important. Get all user details, whoever are the user details, irrespective of the names, age, ID, whatever it is, their data is going to be mapped directly to organized criminal ready POJO. com.example.model.organized criminal ready. I hope you understand this, right? So as per this project, all the users are going to be mapped to that particular. So this mapper is very important. Mapper XML, Mybatis XML. You see, using a Mybatis XML, we are mapping all the users to organized criminal ready POJO. Okay, you are seeing a fourth point, right? This is how it happens. You can insert 10 records, 20 records, 40 records, 50, 60, 70, 80, doesn't matter any record, whatever the record there inside that users table, that will be mapped to organized criminal Reddy Pojo, because this mapper XML, organized criminal Reddy mapper.xml file under mapper package, it is mapping all the data as per the program. It is happening. Okay, I hope this would be so useful for you. Okay, this project would be useful for you because I explained you the Spring and Spring XML configuration along with the Mybatis integration. You need to have a Spring config XML file, Mybatis config XML file, and organized criminal Reddy mapper.xml. It is very important. You need to have an interface. You created an organized criminal Reddy interface. For that particular interface, you need to have an organized criminal Reddy mapper. Okay, you got it right? I hope you got it, and it will be so useful for you. Thank you for listening.